Donald name, sweetie.
Gucci is my name too. No!
This is Rogers TV, Grey County.
Good morning and welcome to What's Happening Here with Lois and Diane. I'm Lois Taylor.
And I'm Diane Austin. And today we are at Parsons Photo Source. Thank you so much for having us.
It's a pleasure.
You're welcome.
So Dave, tell me how long you've been in Owen Sound.
Too long.
Don't say that.
We moved here in 1978, and right where Shorty's is today is where we first started out.
Oh.
3 years later, or 2 years later, I bought this building, 1980, and well, we've been here ever since. So I can't tell you how long that is, but 43 years, 44 years, something like that, we've been in business.
Oh, well, it's great for downtown. You have a really busy business, that's for sure. People are coming in and going all the time.
Who is this lovely young lady here?
That is my dear wife, Ruth.
We've also been here for that long.
You're partners.
We are partners.
That's wonderful.
47 years, yes.
47.
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
So there's a lot changed over these years, I'm sure.
Yes. Quite incredible, in fact. When we first started out, we had a second location that we actually operated all of our photo finishing from. We had 2 cars on the road going 200 kilometers each way and collecting about 200 rolls of film a day in the summertime. Certainly in the wintertime like this, it was far less than that. But things have changed rather radically.
When we first came to town, it took about 2 weeks to get your pictures developed. And so because we had connections to a lab in Kitchener, we started getting them, picking them up, sending them down on a bus. So we could shorten the time. And then when we put our lab in, it was, what, a 2-day service?
When we first started, it was 7-hour service in town.
Right.
We had 2-day service when we would send it to Kitchener.
Right.
Within 1 year, we knew that there was enough business to, in fact, set up our own lab here in Owen Sound. And I'll never forget, Harold Stuck of J. James and Daughter said there's no way that that will ever go. If Jerry McDonald couldn't make a go of a color lab, you sure can. And I went,
Wow.
oh, well, no one told me that. So away we went.
And we were doing 400 and 500 rolls every day.
Wow.
In the summer.
Yeah.
Still,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing for sure.
Yes.
So things have changed now. It's all like...
And now what's fun is you're back to rolls of film take 2 weeks to come back. Digital photography is less than like an hour. So it's interesting.
Tell us about some of these cameras. I see Canon and I see Nikon. You've got a nice little display here that we want to talk about. Everything, you've got some new cameras out that do amazing things. So talk to me about the one this one.
That one. That's our Panasonic Lumix camera, which has a 30 times zoom. And that means that in 35 millimeter terms, it goes from 25 to 720 millimeters.
Is this the one Ruth took the pictures of the whale?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So there was
And
a guy with a big long lens that couldn't get the picture that you got with that.
But while this man was telling him about it, trying to catch the whales, I'm out there and I go, got it! And he's shooting pictures and he says, what's she doing? I said, well, here's a picture of a whale. He said, what is she using?
And it's so compact, it would just be so easy,
Well,
right?
yes.
You've gone from big cameras
Yeah.
to something like
Compact.
this that does the same as, if not more. Correct?
Well,
With this one?
Let's just grab a lens and show you what we mean by that.
it will capture it, but you need to tell what the difference is.
This lens is 50 to 250. I mentioned 720, so put that in your pipe as far as thinking about that. The magnification factor on this is far greater than this lens on this camera.
Right.
Okay, now this
Right.
has a bigger sensor, so there's more variables involved. But to tell you the truth, when you looked at the book that she created earlier, she can get really good pictures to go to that gray book in order to make things happen. So if you're wanting to take a camera on a trip, you can take something like this and get extremely good images such that you can create a book that anyone would be pleased to receive.
And we're going to get more into this later on in the show.
Yes.
Yes.
But if you're a birder and you're trying to capture that little bird on a tree and you don't want to scare it away, but you want it sharp, this probably isn't going to do as good a job.
And why is that?
Because the sensor is smaller.
I
Okay.
see.
You got a chart?
Okay.
And when we do have a chart, I'll get that in a second. There's the size of the sensor in this. Okay.
Which captures all of the
And
all
if
of
Ruth
the,
keeps talking about that, I'll just grab
all
my
of the
book here.
information is captured on a bigger sensor,
Okay.
so you can blow it up and zoom in better after the fact.
Greater
so
detail.
to
Can
get
you
a
see
great
that for a
detail.
second? There's a full frame sensor,
Uh-huh.
and the camera sensor on that is way down here.
Oh,
Oh, I see.
Because it's a compact.
So it's kind of like film, 110 film versus 135 in the
Okay.
old
I
terms,
see.
in terms of what it can capture. So.
Now,
Okay.
having said that, though, the glass in this has a Leica lens, and that just means it's extremely sharp still. So there's several factors that add to the point of getting really good pictures. It also has optical image stabilization built into it. So at the 720, you can still hand hold it. Okay?
Okay.
Now, all these cameras now you can hook up to your computer now, right? And see the images? Is that
Yes.
how it works?
You can.
Yeah. Or this is not a phone, it's a remote. And 90% of the cameras you see here, what we do is we have an app that we can actually communicate to any of the cameras so that, in fact, you can take pictures through the phone from your camera. Okay? And then once you've got the images, they're still on your camera, but you can transfer them to the phone to do whatever you want to do.
So again, we've had a fellow with a bird feeder, and he wanted his camera to capture it, but he was always scaring the birds away. With his phone, he could stand inside, through the glass, control the camera, and get his pictures.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Including on a camera like this, the zoom, so he could zoom in and out, and also control the focus just by touching the screen on his
on
phone.
his camera, on his phone.
I was
pretty cool.
saying,
That is so cool.
and isn't it cool? I was saying to Dave that a lot of times if we wanted to do a family photo,
Yes.
and then you had to do a timer, and a lot of times you had to try and figure out where to set the camera, or somebody moved or whatever. Now you can just put the camera somewhere,
Yep.
take your phone,
Yep.
and look at what you're seeing, and then take that picture.
And from there, all you do is sit back and go like this and click. Big smile on your face through the mask.
yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
I think that is amazing.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
So
it.
we still sell tripods and whatnot for a camera like that because of
Oh,
what
yeah,
you've
there's
just
the-
asked about.
Right.
Okay.
And you've been very busy through COVID. Like you've been shipping things all across Canada. And
Yes. Our biggest challenge has been getting stock.
Right.
But we have continually tried to keep up with that by talking to the reps, and we've known many of them for many years, so that we can usually get whatever product we need within a reasonable length of time. The other thing we do is if a customer says, I want a certain product, we will then say, well, I'm going to get on the phone. We will then provide a service whereby we get the answers that we need to let them know how long it will physically take to get the product into our store.
You know what I like, Lois, is the fact that when we do come here, you get that personal experience.
Yes.
You know, they take the time, and they, like now, explaining your passion, which I think is wonderful. And then we leave with the experience that, well, I think I know what I'm doing, but I know I've got Dave and Ruth that I can give a call and say, I forgot.
Well, you know what's interesting about that, Diane? A lady in Alaska said that very same thing because she was able to call and talk to us about a certain product
Right.
and said, are you sure you've got that? And I said, yeah, I'm staring at it. Yes, I have it.
Wow.
She says, well, could you ship it to me? And I said, of course we could. We shipped all over. So she says, and what about if I have a problem? And I said, you're in the United States of America, correct? We'll sell you an American warranty, which is an extra cost, but we can do that for you.
Wow, you can do that.
Yes.
I'm looking around, and you've got everything from the novice right through to the expert as far as photography goes. It is amazing what else you have here in the store besides just cameras.
Okay, so once you've captured your pictures and you've got your hardware and you don't know what to do with your pictures, that's where I come in. So you can make, we can do books, we can print on paper, we can print on canvas, we can print on metal. So if you want your picture to hang outside or in a workshop and you're worried about glass, you don't have to worry about it. This is waterproof, freeze-proof, scratch-proof. So all these different surfaces. We do books. I design them for people, or you can design them at home on your own computer, and we print them in-house.
You do beautiful work.
Yeah, you do.
Really beautiful. So, Ruth, what about, like, I don't have a camera anymore, but I have my cell phone.
Right.
So that's what I'm taking pictures on all the time. Do you have the capability here to take my prints and print them, or to...
Yes, we do. People often bring a cord with them thinking they have to plug into the computer to get
Right.
the pictures. But actually, you can do it completely wirelessly here.
Oh.
And
QR code.
we use a QR code on the kiosk, which Dave's probably better to explain than I am.
So a QR code, I just go to my camera, right?
Let's go right to it. While we're doing that, though, I just want to mention that anyone wanting to save their images can be stored on a CD or a DVD, and they're good up to 75 years, okay?
And
So
you do that here as well.
We do that here as well. So right from your phone or from your cameras, they can be transferred to that, okay?
So when you want to
So-
order pictures, if you have your card out of your camera, you would use a media card. And if you want to take them off your cell phone, there's your QR code.
Give it a second. There you go.
Link established.
Oh, that's
Now
so
you
quick.
pick your pictures,
Go
order
to
them on here, and then we
Small
for start.
size?
Yeah. And then go to add photos. Library. Touch a few.
Oh,
Just
well,
touch a few to start, and then we're just
okay.
going to go transfer. Go ahead and touch. So those images will now be transferred to the screen.
and here they come.
Oh, cool.
And then you can pick your sizes. We go up to
Touch
a,
8 by 10 just to show what happens.
so if you wanted an 8 by 10 of them
Up,
all,
left, second from the top.
you hit the plus sign, and now they're all ordered
Now
in
go
8
to
by 10.
checkout.
Oh, my goodness.
Check out.
And
That's-
here you see the little green box around.
Yeah.
You can actually
Zoom in.
zoom in
So if you just wanted one part of it,
there.
Oh, you can edit.
You can edit.
Go next. There's your order. Go to checkout. No, we're not adding
Oh, and you can
borders.
add borders too.
Yeah. First name, last name, phone number, and email address.
Oh my gosh, that's
Bob's your uncle.
crazy.
Review your order and get out.
So
Okay,
how long
done.
from that point would it be printed right away?
You'd have to ask the boss.
Okay, the boss.
so from there I go back to my workstation,
Okay, let's
And
go
there.
back here.
and they get transferred over here, and I can print them on the green machine here.
Oh, very cool. So it would be same day service.
Same day, like 1 hour usually.
Wow.
Sometimes more if there's a lot of people ahead of you.
She's done it in as little as 15
Sometimes
minutes.
while you wait, if it's
from
in a
there
hurry
to
and
there.
we're not too busy.
So Ruth, if I had, say I'm calling or I'm emailing you pictures from,
Right.
I can't make it in.
Right.
Can you still do that?
You can do it
process?
2 ways. You can email. We also have an online server, so you can get an account that doesn't cost anything. Upload your pictures, pick what you want, and send them, and we'll get them the same way you get them off the kiosk and still
Okay.
print them.
Awesome. And I pay for it.
You can
right
pay
on-
for it then.
Okay.
You can have
Or-
us ship it to you, or you can check pay in store, and we'll send you an email when they're ready, and you come in and pick them up and pay for them.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Ruth. I'm just so impressed with it. I can get any size print now, right?
You certainly can. We didn't get to the bag, but we could print
Oh my gosh.
really large pictures.
This is 24 by 36. We do up to 40 by 60.
It's on canvas. We
Wow.
can do it on paper. We can have them plaque mounted, so
That's
you can hang them on your walls.
crazy. And it's all done in-house here.
It's all done here.
All done in-house.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Thank you, Dave and Ruth, for having us here today.
You're welcome.
It is a wonderful store. I just love it.
It's been a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
thank you for coming to interview us.
I just want to tell our customers too that if I can do it, you can do it. Because I'm at the age I'm at, I'm not that tech savvy, but it's all made easy. So
I can vouch for that.
I don't even use a cell phone, but I know how to get your pictures for you. So
Oh, yeah.
it's
No,
easy to
that's-
learn.
So easy. So how would one get a hold of you guys?
Well, by phone, 519-376-0330. We also have our website, parsonsfoto.com. And certainly people use us all the time for images, uploading them, and also saving their pictures online as well. We have a server that they get saved through. So,
And there's always parking out front. You're right downtown.
That's right.
yep.
Which is
I love
free
the
now.
coffee table. I'm sorry.
And I should mention COVID hours, we're open Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, 10 until 3, other times by appointment. Our business line is attached to my cell phone, so I answer it all the time. I turn it off at night, however.
Yeah.
Okay?
We've also discovered we can call that our semi-retirement hours. So
Yes.
we don't have to work 6 days a week, but we can be available.
Well, thanks again, you two. This has been so informative, and I'll definitely be getting my prints done here.
Yeah, I keep eyeing this camera.
Well, it's our pleasure to serve you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was great.
This program is brought to you by NHL Center Ice. Follow the teams and players you want to watch no matter where they play. NHL Center Ice is part of the Rogers Super Sports Pack.
Welcome to the traditional, ancestral, unceded territory of the Stalo people. The Stalo are people of the river. I'm so thankful for the courage and resiliency of our ancestors who lived on this land since time immemorial. Each of us have gifts from the Creator, and our Creator has a plan and purpose to be fulfilled in our territory. As we embrace our traditional teachings, we can lead the next generation into the fullness of what our Creator designed. Our shared history reveals a broken relationship, but as all Canadians commit to hear truth, acknowledge injustice, we can learn to walk in our traditional way, Letsamot, with a good heart and a good mind. Then all of our lives will be enriched. Kwasai.
Hello everyone, your host Antoine Hashim here on the couch, and welcome to season 8. Yay! 8 seasons, and we've got a lot of awesome guests coming up, so keep watching.
Welcome back to What's Happening Here.
We have the great pleasure of being here at the Yard, which has only been here not even a year, has it?
6 months.
And the owner is Kay Robinson, aka Mama Kay. Thank you so much for having us.
Cheers, Mama Kay.
Cheers.
Great to be here.
It's apple juice.
Well, this place is fabulous. I love the decor,
you.
the feel of it.
Yeah.
It's like you're at a Texas barbecue.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and the menu is very, like, you know, your smoked meat, your apple smoked wings, and
Oh, yeah.
So how did you come up with this theme?
Well, we had no idea that we were going to open a smokehouse down here. We moved down here and we were going to call it the Water Street Pub.
Oh.
But then I started learning of the history of down here.
Yeah.
With the stockyards, shipyards, and everything. And my son, he's my partner, we came up with the name The Yard. So we had to come up with food that went with the yard. So I'm very passionate about smoking meats. I've done it at home. I'll smoke anything. In fact, I've got a T-shirt that says.
Sounds like my husband.
But it kind of grew from there. So once we had the name, it just sort of roller coastered, and
I had heard that the yard, the stockyards, used to be here
Yes,
as well, many,
yes.
many
Yes.
years ago, before yours and my time.
Yeah, that's how
And-
they came up with the name.
Yeah, which is really
yeah,
interesting
that's
because
the mural outside is supposed to
Yes.
be the stockyard.
I was going to
It's
ask you
actually a
that.
take on the famous New York one where they're sitting on this up in the scaffold, but
Okay.
yeah.
So I noticed that also, like just coming in here, you passed the dessert counter. Did you see the homemade desserts?
Of course I did. How
you-
could I not?
So you do them all in-house?
Yes, yes.
Is it always do you change them up every day? Because there's coconut cream, which is my
Coconut
favorite.
cream is pretty standard. Lemon meringue is standard. Pecan standard. Hummingbird, and then cake.
Oh, I don't
And
know what that is.
It's banana with pineapple and nuts, and it's very southern dish.
I've heard of it.
I've heard of it too.
Yeah.
Yes.
And yeah, and whatever I feel like that day. So
And you used to have the bean cellar downtown as
Yes,
well, right?
yes.
So you baked a lot in there.
We did.
Muffins and-
People were whining so much about my chocolate chip cookies that we started putting in takeouts now. So skip the dishes and takeout orders, get cookies put in there. So now I'm back to baking cookies.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
No, so I'm just looking over the menu. It all looks fabulous. Like, we should try some.
I would love to try something. Do you have some samples we
I can get you
show?
some. Oh, very
Yes.
Oh my goodness, what have we got here?
Well, those are our smoked
The
wings.
smoked wings.
Oh, and
Oh
there's
my goodness.
one of our burgers.
That's huge.
What burger is that?
This is a yard burger. So it has the yard burger sauce on it, and
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Oh
and
my
the
Lord.
burgers are smoked.
Ooh, I've
my
had those
goodness,
before. They're
and-
awesome. And that's awesome. Oh my
And
gosh.
homemade baked beans.
Homemade
beans.
baked beans, home fries. We don't have a deep fryer here.
Oh.
So we only do everything on the grill,
So
or
it's healthy.
Yeah,
mostly
so
in
it's-
the smoker is where
Yes.
we do everything.
This is wonderful, all of this.
Well, and
All right.
I
Oh my
should
goodness.
get you a knife and some serving.
So your homemade meat patties for your burger.
Yep, and then they're smoked.
Uh-huh.
And then this is just our basic one. We have a lot of fancier burgers than that.
Right, I noticed one with like pulled pork on it. And
Pulled pork and coleslaw and cheese and barbecue sauce. And
tomato jam.
about this big. No, now the tomato jam is on the deluxe burger.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
so that was a staple down at
the bean cellar.
Bean Cellar,
Yeah.
and my son went there and he goes, "Mom, you have to try this tomato
Is
jam."
it sweet?
I'm like, "Tomato jam."
Is it sweet?
It's sweet spicy, so it's got
Okay.
ginger in it and garlic and star anise.
Okay.
But then has a sweet side as well.
Okay.
So it's just
Isn't it?
it's kind of
anise
like a chutney.
Yeah, I was going to say, but anise is like a licorice taste, is it not?
It is, but it's the staple for a lot of Chinese dishes.
Yes. Okay.
So
Wow, this
Yeah,
is amazing.
it's
I
beautiful.
wanted to do a shout out. I've been here a few times, but one of the things I positively love, and I've mentioned this to you, is your huge pretzel.
yeah.
The huge pretzel that you can get as an appetizer ahead of time, but your dip,
Oh, the beer cheese.
the beer cheese.
Yeah, we smoke the cheese and grate it up, and then we mix it with beer and some spices and a little bit of milk, and it's.
Do you smoke everything on site?
Yep.
You do. So you have a smoker back here somewhere
It's
in the
back
kitchen?
in the kitchen. Yeah,
Wow.
it's. I wish it was bigger. We're hoping to get a bigger one outside. I want to start doing fish and vegetables, but right now I think vegetarians wouldn't like that it's in there with a bunch
with
of
the meat, right?
Yeah.
Now, how long would it take you to smoke, I don't know, the hamburger or your roast beef there?
Oh,
in
the
order for
brisket takes about 7 hours.
Okay, so almost the day before.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I start very early in the morning,
Okay.
and the pork she's put pulled pork underneath those, I think.
Oh my goodness.
Takes about almost 10 hours. And we do the full shoulders. So we'll do about 3 shoulders at a time. And
Okay, well, let's dig in.
okay.
Would you like some beans?
No, thank you.
Oh.
I would really love to try. I love beans, and
They're the-
homemade are the best. I would like to try your roasted potatoes.
Sure.
If you
Thank
don't
you,
mind.
Kay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
They look well
They
seasoned.
look amazing.
So you get a choice of sides, then I take it.
Yes.
When you order. Okay.
So we do mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, and seasonal, like we'll put corn on the cob on and that sort of thing. So potato salad, pasta salad.
All homemade, obviously.
yes.
You could tell.
Yeah.
You
I
can
see
really
the dill
tell.
in here. I love
Yes, can you ever? That looks amazing.
Well, I'm going to eat a taco.
You please do.
I didn't have lunch today.
Oh,
Would you like some lime and?
Oh, yes, please. We make sure that everything's local for our meats. I don't want anything frozen.
I love that you support local. That is so important, especially in this time.
Food is definitely your passion.
Oh,
Yes, it is. Which
Oh my goodness.
we can tell by even just tasting what
Yeah.
we have here. It's amazing.
I love to cook.
Cheers to your amazing menu and
yes.
your cooking ability.
So good. So good.
Now, I follow you on Facebook, and I noticed that you've got a new beer that you're featuring here. It's all local, I take it, too. Like,
Well, that one's not as local as the rest of the stuff we have here. It's from Stratford,
okay.
but it's a really nice beer. We've got a couple, like a lemon, sort of a tangy lemon beer that is so good. I never thought I'd ever like lemon in a beer because I'm a Pilsner type of girl.
Okay.
But oh, it's wonderful, and we have a raspberry one too. That
Beer?
yeah.
Well, we'll have to try the lemon
Well,
one. Let's try that.
yes.
Yeah.
Why don't I go get you a lemon one?
Okay.
Oh, my
All right.
goodness.
Twist my arm.
All right. Very refreshing.
Oh, I like that.
I don't like beer, but I like that.
Yeah.
That's not in the liquor store. We can only get it here, correct?
I am not sure if it's in the liquor store or not, but
Well, that is good.
it is very
Thirst quenching, isn't it?
yeah,
Is it
very
ever?
refreshing.
Yeah.
I can
This would be
imagine
great
drink-
on your patio
It
in the
will be
summer,
very
right?
good on the patio.
Oh,
Oh my
watching the
goodness.
sailboats go by in the summer, I bet it's amazing, the view.
Oh, it is. It's
Yeah.
so nice here.
And a good
And the
breeze.
sunsets are beautiful.
Yes.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
So how would we know your hours and all that?
Well, right now we are on winter hours, so it's Tuesday to Saturday, 11 till 8.
Okay.
But we're planning to put in breakfast too, like a smokehouse type breakfast. So that would be probably Monday to Saturday, 7 o'clock till, I'm hoping we'll have the patio going, so 10, 11.
So how soon is the breakfast going to be started?
We're just looking for staff. It's very, very hard to find staff right now. So we have to replace our evening cook because he would like to go on to days, and then we'll start doing it. So we've been ready to go for a little while, but we still can't. It's very hard
It's
to find.
tough.
Yeah, it is tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
I
we've
just
heard.
got lucky with the girls out front because they all came with me from the bean cellar. So
Why
yeah.
wouldn't they? You sound like a wonderful person to work for and to be around.
There'll be a few out there that say not, but
It wouldn't be normal if there wasn't.
true enough.
So we can make reservations? Do you accept reservations?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
And how do they call? What number do they call to make reservations?
It's 519-371-0005.
Okay, that's easy.
I believe that you can make reservations through Facebook too.
Oh, Facebook. So you're not a website yet. That
Not a
people go on?
website yet, but
Okay.
we are working on it.
Okay.
And you offer takeout as well, so.
Yep, and skip the dishes.
Skip the dishes.
Yep.
And,
Wonderful.
Well,
Thank you.
Thank you for having us here.
Thank you for coming.
This is
Great
amazing.
spot.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
And
right on
we're-
2nd Avenue, on the way to the Bay Shore from, if you're heading north.
Well, right
on
now with the
2nd.
hockey games,
Yeah.
Yep.
people are stopping in and having either dinner or even a little
And
drink.
that's the time when you have to make a reservation because hockey people pretty much take up most of the tables.
Okay.
And that's good news.
That is
Yes.
wonderful news.
Yes.
Absolutely wonderful news.
And
be
March
so
1st,
close.
you're wide open, right?
Yes.
So,
Oh,
Well, we are now.
okay, great.
Yep.
Oh,
It's
good.
March 1st. We don't have to have the passports anymore.
Oh, okay.
So we have full capacity right now.
that's good.
Excellent.
Well, yeah, the tables are wide enough apart that it really
Yep.
doesn't
And
matter.
I think that's not a problem anymore.
No, it's not.
Cheers to that.
Yay.
Thanks again.
Back to the beer.
I like the beer.
I like both. I'll just choose between
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.